How do psychological biases make you misinterpret consent in dating? Imagine texting someone and feeling unsure if they really want to meet up or if they're just being polite. Sometimes our minds fill in gaps with assumptions. That's where psychological biases come into play. These mental shortcuts can trick us into thinking we understand what the other person wants, but often we don't. In online dating especially, where communication is mostly through messages or pictures, these biases can cause big misunderstandings about consent. One common bias is confirmation bias. If you really want to believe someone is interested, you might interpret vague messages as agreement. Even if they seem hesitant, you might ignore those signs and focus only on the parts that match your hopes. That can lead to assuming consent when there isn't clear agreement. Another bias is assuming that because a platform is known for casual dating, any interaction automatically means the person is open to intimacy. This can make people overlook the need for explicit consent. Projection bias is also at work. If you feel ready for a relationship or intimacy, you might assume the other person feels the same. But feelings and comfort levels vary greatly. Overconfidence bias can make you think you're good at reading text cues, but reading intentions through messages is tricky. You might proceed without confirming if the other person is truly comfortable. Social pressure and norms also influence how we interpret signals. If someone receives lots of flirtatious messages, they might think that's normal and that consent is implied. But that's not always true. When options are plentiful on dating apps, decision fatigue can set in. People rush through conversations, missing important cues about whether the other person is genuinely interested or comfortable. Implicit biases and stereotypes also distort perceptions. For example, stereotypes about certain groups being more willing or less likely to refuse advances can lead to ignoring clear signals of discomfort. All these biases are worsened by the absence of nonverbal cues like tone of voice or facial expressions. Text-based communication makes it easier to misread or assume consent. To stay safe, it's best to have clear conversations about what each person wants and is comfortable with. Asking directly and checking in regularly helps avoid assumptions. Platforms can support this by including prompts or features that encourage explicit consent. Remember, consent isn't a one-time check. It's ongoing and can change at any moment. Being aware of your biases and actively seeking clear, enthusiastic agreement helps create respectful and safe online dating experiences.